Chapter 4, Secrets 4 and 5. Value people and health above wealth.
Now we come to the shortest chapter of the book. This is really where the rubber meets the road. All other secrets will have no value if you fail to take these two as the greatest success secrets of all. Attaining and maintaining loving relationships and good physical health should be your number one and number two priorities respectively. Both of them are more important than the pursuit of any goal or any dream you may have. They're also more important than any amount of money that you can amass. Indeed, without making these your number one and number two priorities, you're already dead in the water. You may not live long enough to enjoy any of the fruits of your labor. Also, if you don't take care of yourself, you will find that health-related problems will follow you around like a stray dog. Health problems will put an emotional strain and hardship on your relationships because your loved ones will have the added responsibility of taking care of you should something happen to you. Now, how would you feel if you knew that you neglected those people who loved you the most because you were so focused on achieving a goal? Would you feel comfortable with them taking care of you, knowing that you failed to give them what they needed? And that could be something as simple as spending a little time with you. I know I wouldn't. I don't have to tell you that if something drastic happens to you, you will quickly come to the realization that you weren't successful at all. You will find that you wasted many years for nothing, and you will have to live with the fact that you cared more about money than people. And you will also have to live with the fact that you cared more about money than your own physical well-being. And if that isn't bad enough, think about someone else inheriting everything that you worked for and feasting on the fruits of your labor. You may think the possibility of something bad happening to you is slim to none, but before you do, I want you to consider the following statistics. Black men have the highest cancer incidence and mortality rates of any ethnic or racial group. Black men are also twice more likely to develop diabetes than white men. Black men have the highest rate of prostate cancer in the world. Black men develop high blood pressure earlier in life than other men. And black men have a higher mortality rate from heart disease than any other ethnic group. And finally, black men have a higher mortality rate from obesity than any other ethnic group. And that's because obesity, heart disease, and diabetes go hand in hand. Now that information comes from the National Cancer Institute. But in addition, the National Diabetes Education Program reports that 3.2 million African American ages 20 years and older, or roughly about 13.3%, have diabetes, one-third of whom are undiagnosed. When we throw HIV, strokes, and depression into the mix for the black man, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out how long we're going to live if we don't take care of ourselves. Poor nutrition, lack of exercise, and stress are destroying us at an alarming rate. And the goal-oriented black man striving for his place in the world who neglects his health is more susceptible to death and burnout than his counterparts. So I want you to do me a favor and answer these following questions, and I want you to think about them before you answer them. When was the last time you really smelled the flowers or played in the dirt? And when I say smelled the flowers, I mean literally smelled the flowers. When was the last time you went out on a date and spent some time with your wife without thinking about getting back to your work? When was the last time you rode your bicycle or jogged? If you're married, when was the last time you took your wife out to a place she wanted to go? If you have kids who don't live with you, When was the last time you saw them? When was the last time you called your children or went out on a lunch date with them? You see, in order to grasp the truths of Secrets 4 and 5, you have to come to the realization that people, not dreams, are the most important things in the universe. Your relationship with others should come first. What possible joy can there be in achieving your dreams without someone to share the experience with you? Make it a goal every day to exercise, eat right, and spend time loving people in the way they want to be loved.